Hello, I am King Link, and today we're doing a first look, with quotes, at Cities Skylines. As you can see, first look with quotes because I put in 26 hours already. I have 42 achievements. This is a re-review. Why? Well, we have these three games as the humble monthly bundle for December 2018. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain. Great game. You should already have seen some of my first look there. And then we have Cities Skylines, which is uh, another really good game. Great, I'd say great. Yeah, great game. It's similar to SimCity in a lot of ways, and I'm going to make a lot of references to SimCity, and I think it's going to be easy to see why, but I'll explain in a minute. In addition, you also get the After Hours DLC, which we finally have here. Honestly, there's a ton of DLC, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second too, but yeah, so you get that. Let's just dive into the game and start seeing what we can do here. The fact is, though, so SimCity was popular, obviously, and unfortunately, EA has not done the best job keeping it current. They did release a new one. I think it was a year or two before this one, maybe at the same time, and it did not get the best reception. I know I didn't like it that much, but City Skylines was there to pick up the slack and scratch that itch if you have it. Now, as I go into the game, we have a lot of DLC, and honestly, a lot. I really like this game, but I do want to say before we dive into the game itself, if you are a completionist, if you feel you want to have every single piece of DLC, City Skylines is a little bit dangerous. You will see constant updates, you will see constant changes. That doesn't mean you have to own every single one. The game doesn't force you to own them, but at the same time, you are definitely what's the word? Definitely going to be behind the curve a bit. That doesn't mean the worst thing, and honestly, I love this game as it is, not with everything, but that's just the sad fact of reality. You are definitely in DLC hell here. And as you can see, here is a bunch of them. Like Match Day. Oh, crap, and it did open it up. Oh, hey, that's a free DLC. Crap. I want to find one that isn't free. Park Life is probably not free. There we go. And then 15. They add a decent amount of content to the game, but at the same time, you can choose which ones you want, or so on. But yeah, the heavy DLC here. I don't think that's, like I said, not a negative, but it is just definitely something to think about if you are big on... Let's see what we have here. I'm trying to find... there we go. This one looks like a good city to look at. Yeah. So I'll be talking a lot more on this. There is no cutscene, so I don't have to be quiet for anything. Some of you will be, oh, damn, I kind of just want to see the game. With that said, the game itself is rather good. I am opening up a later game. This is a city that has 38,000, I think, people. I'm going to show you a few pieces of this just to explain what's going on. Oh, good, it's daytime. I did a first shot at this, and it was unfortunately nighttime as I was working on it. This is a well-built expansion. And I'm sure fans will say, no, it's not. Which they are probably right. So, is this? Yeah, there it is. So this is a well-built city, and we have a ton of stuff here. We have a high-interest tower. I believe that's actually... Zone. No, it's not. Damn it. I was like, oh man, I built something huge. No, I didn't. Go away. So yeah, so you can see, if you're looking at this and go, that's SimCity. Yeah. I'll show you some of the reasons it's not, or what it can do different, or cooler, or weaker, honestly. But for the most part, this is very much a SimCity game. I want to turn that off. There we go. And so you can see, like, each of these. Obviously, there's some problems. I'm not the best mayor. I've abandoned some buildings. And Will it tell me why? Yeah, we don't have enough workers, so we will deal with that. But the thing is, I just wanted to show you a big city. One of the reasons is this. There's limitations to what you can build right away. So I'm going to jump back to the beginning, oops, and show you how the start of the game goes. Oops, not just stop. Alright. So what is the game like? Like I said, SimCity, but the big thing is you will grow your city. You don't... wonderful. Choose a map. I don't know what I want. What am I feeling today? Unlike other games, I will probably continue this one. Maybe. It depends how much I'm enjoying my build. I'll be honest, I kind of suck at suck at the early game of this sometimes. Alright, let's go California. We'll just call it California. As you see, you have different resources, you have water, there's even scenarios I believe you can make. I think you don't need DLC for that. And there we go. Suitable area for building, 56%. That's not good. And we'll just go with the beach. California. If you are British or left-hand traffic, you can turn that on. What does it do? It just makes the traffic go to the left, on the left side of the street instead of the right. Very minor change, but it's stuff like that that I really love this game for. There we go. You can download maps. You can actually... Oops. Oh, jeez. You can obviously click on a bunch of stuff that goes. Steam Workshop is there. You can create your own map, create your own theme, create your own assets, create your own scenarios. There's a ton of tools already in this game, and that doesn't even get into a ton of stuff that you can do. Alright, good enough. Alright. So yeah, I mean, like, basically, well, you will see. We're gonna start the game pretty early. Oh, well, very early. There are mods. Obviously, you can download a mod that disables a bunch of this stuff. Like, one thing I really didn't like at the beginning was the progression system. Or even limited money. There we go. And we have a tutorial as well. As you could see in the other game, we had everything here unlocked. Here, you have to reach certain milestones to even start building each of these things. Right here, I can't even create a zone. Why? Because I haven't created anything yet. And then as we pull out, we can see that wonderful beach is right over here. We even have to buy towards the beach. I'm just kind of pointing out everything you can do here and can't do. Let's see. Build a road. Now, we are going to talk about the one thing I dislike about this game. I'm not anal, but I'm definitely close to it. I like very straight lines. And as you see here, there is a way to... Yeah, there we go. Snap it. Yeah, so as you can see, as it says in the right, over there it says 153, 144. You can tell it exactly where to be, but it's a bit of a pain. And in fact, I'm going to actually do one more thing here. I'm going to drive this out. Try it. There we go. And connect. There we go. Now, reason I did that is you have an in and an out lane, but it's such a pain to make the grid exactly right. There you go. And if you want a one-way street, you can do that. If you eventually you'll have medium roads, high roads, you know, super highways, whatever. Rotaries if you want it. roundabouts, rotaries. Let's be honest, they're rotaries. And there we go. And that's the Bostonian in me calling them a rotary. Alright, so that is the, that's the first thing we did. Now we can zone, and obviously we have a lot of desire for residential. There is two types of zoning. You don't build buildings, of course. Like I said, we're going to be saying like SimCity quite a bit. And yeah, like SimCity. Now let me show you a difference. I probably won't play this game because I'm probably going to be doing shit that I don't like. Like I said, I'm anal. But let's say I do this building. What's really cool is this game actually will... oh, beautiful. Decide what to zone, what's available, and build it out like that. There is no undo button, if I remember right, but I'm gonna take this road because I hate it. I hate how imprecise I just made it. What was that name? I think it just said... Huh. Sorry, personal thing going on there. Just checking out the name of the street. And we don't have any desire, but I'm going to drop some commercial districts. Industry, of course, is NIMBY. People love businesses, but not otherwise. Let's talk about, so yeah, I mean, like, basically, already we can see, yeah, perfect. Already we can see people moving in. We'll talk about the freaking annoyances. They have a really nice design to it. Like, this building is in a horrible place, but it seems fine. Probably because of that street. But yeah, they'll just build over time. However, they want power. Now, there's two ways to do power at the beginning of the game. There's many more, as you see. But we need to get the population up. So let's get them some power faster. We can go dirty, or we can go super clean, wind turbines, and piss off rich people with their golf courses and resorts that they don't want to see how power is made. Let's just see. Okay, good. Estimated production. As you see, so one thing about this game is you're going to have to learn how to read the maps. Not everyone is easy to read. In this case, I have to figure out, take the best estimated production. And I'll be honest, I tend to go heavy on this as well. Get a lot of power down early and then don't talk about it for a while. In addition, you can see the grid. You don't have to build. You just have to connect the two grids. And voila, people now have power. They will stop complaining in a minute. If you notice, though, they already are complaining up here. And that's because that's how the game works. It's just, they do Twitter, or chirper, as they call it, and you'll just see people talking on there. A lot of time, it's kind of banality. It's not really the most necessary, but it is interesting to see people talk that way. I'm trying to decide, do I want a water tower? And then drain, so like eventually people will be pooping and they want to get rid of it. You can build water treatment plants, but it takes a certain size to do it. And then there's also oh yeah, heating. If I am showing you something and you don't see it in your game, there's a few things on mine that will be snowfall related. I should have disabled that, but the thing is, I didn't. The fact is, I do have one expansion beyond what most people have. we'll have with after hours and all. All right, let's do a thing. And what I'm looking at here is we have the flow. The reason why that is important is if you do septic systems, you're going to want it to flow downhill, of course. Yeah. You don't like my water. I got it. Connect these two. And then... this is why grids tend to be better, because you gotta get that line just right. Now, you have a big range there, but whatnot. Alright. People should be happy. They want industry. I'm gonna build a road. What the... oh, I'm gonna take out some things if I do it that way. Yeah, that's fine. And people will be upset that I did that, but I don't care. The city's not gonna exist in a few days. Now, one interesting thing here, though, is eventually, if industry builds here, this will automatically... you know, I'm going to even show you. Industry will automatically connect these roads. Let's see what people are complaining about. Septic. They want the... yeah. I really like water treatment plants, but unfortunately we don't have that luxury here. You know what? We'll go down here. Why do I build twos? Overflow. I tend to not want to deal with most of this crap second time or third time. I just want to drop a few nodes. And just connect it there. It doesn't matter. The game's smart enough to have water flow both directions, but... and you know what? I'm going to be kind of silly and drop a power plant there just for them. Though that might get confusing. Yeah, let's attach it to the grid. There we go. Alright, so I mean, basically so far, we're in a wait and see. We've built a bunch of stuff, and the whole game becomes RCI. If you don't know what that is the residential, commercial, and industrial desire. Right now, they want more industrial. We built some, but it's growing. Let's build more. And like I said, I'm not doing the most amazing. Let's just, actually, you know what? Let's just build a grid. And you can see, like, it is slanted. I'm intentionally not doing this right. All right, so let me show you how easy it is to build a good-looking grid. Let's go. Let's see if I can do it without a lot of trouble. All right, 90. Now, if you notice, there was little nodes on this road. Distance bars, and each of these distance bars tells you where to build your next road. And I'm out of money, unfortunately, so we'll wait a few minutes. Let's zone like crazy. Let's keep people over here away from the industry over here. Yeah, I mean, basically this game is all... if you're saying SimCity, again, it is. I want to say, like, no, this is totally different, and it's a completely... no, it's really SimCity, and I love that about it. I am a huge SimCity fan. I was thrilled when I played this game. It's the reason why I put in 26 hours into this game. And it's the reason why I'm kind of happy to be back here and playing it again. One thing that does suck, though, is check out this. This is the fastest speed you can simulate at. And I believe this is a standard for everyone. It's going by day. If you want to go a year in the future, you're sitting here waiting a long time. And unfortunately, sometimes you do want to go a year in the future. But there is a problem, as we can see. Water has not been delivered. Problem with overbuilding, you will run into this. And I'm out of money. Crap. Alright. Oh, I overbuilt. I hope I don't regret everything I did. I'm confused. How is Franklin Street all the way out here also? I have overspent, and now I am going to pay the price. But I'm going to... Oh, there we go. It's growing. So, each time you reach a milestone, more pieces of the city unlock. And you can see, like, you get a little notification, you get a little information, you have achievements. Done most of these. And yeah, so right now I can do medical centers, elementary school, landfills. Up to this point, they haven't cared about that. Watch, they're going to start complaining about it. And then you also get a big bonus to your money. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. And here's another confusing part. Notice that I just turned something off. Oh no, that is weekly income. Okay, so that is weekly income. You have to wait 7 of these days for it to happen. I overbuilt, and now I'm going to suffer the cost of having people mad at me. Alright, so we have some money. Let me continue that tutorial, if you will, about how easy it is to build out Edward Street. There we go. Because I was talking a lot about how easy this is. And thus, we see the problem. So, you can already see, I'm having a little bit of problem knowing exactly how wide these streets should be. Yeah, and I've already lost a little space. In the big grand scale of things, this is not the worst thing ever. But it is annoying to do a grid, proper grid. There we go. You have to kind of guess, and I would have loved a button to just say, hey, build me this area of streets. There we go. Yeah, that's not working. Oh well. So I've already messed up my grid, and the anal person inside me goes, oh, this is so annoying. It's a shame, because it's one of the big flaws. The street system, I just don't have perfect yet. Let's see. So yeah, there's of course tons of stuff you can go look at. Some of the stuff is not available till later, obviously. Outside connections, pollution. We can already see some pollution over here, and so on. I don't know what else to really tell you about the game as I'm playing it, but I'll just keep playing it. And if you're enjoying it, good for you. If you're not, you're probably on another video. May I suggest the Ground Zeroes video that I've just recently finished recording. But yeah, another piece of this is just your service supplies. Some desire coming in. So let's say, what's going on? Garbage is piling up. Uh-oh, time to get some waste management. So you can either have a landfill or you can have a incinerator. I love incinerators in this game. Totally worth it. Which actually, here's another issue with the game that gets a bit annoying. It's how to say this best. It's hard to plan everything that you want. You need medical, fire, hospital, police, education, transport. Now, there's ways to get all of this in all the areas of the game, but it's a lot of planning ahead of time. You need to know, I'm going to have a school here, I'm going to have this here. And the thing is, because it unlocks over time, it's a bit frustrating. You can see we have no health care. We have one sick person. I'm not blowing the money on that. Healthcare is expensive. Real world problems. But no, in reality, all of these things can be expensive. Eventually, you'll have a well-run city that you're gonna get $10,000 a day, but I don't have it right now. I get $1,000 a week. And the thing is, just keep your citizens happy, keep growing the city. A big part of it is you're going to do slow growth. This game doesn't have huge jumps, obviously, but it's fun. If you are desiring SimCity, let's say, I would probably recommend this over that 2014, 15, something like that. SimCity, especially because this game continues to grow and continues to get better. It's not perfect. It definitely has problems, but they are constantly working on them as well as releasing new content. It is not. This is not a content platform where they just keep throwing content at you that you have to buy. With the Steam Workshop integration, it's really solid. There's always new stuff there. And as you see, we now have desire for more. And that's good enough. And then we need some commercial districts. I should just live stream this and just have me singing what I'm doing the whole time, because that's what I do with this game. That's the, why is that not? There we go. And now we've hit the second tier, and now we have fire department, police department, and more that they want. Got bonus money, got everything. Oh, it was showing me the landfill, it just doesn't look right. Okay. And so yeah, you'll move quickly up the scale. It is not a slow process to go through the first 4 or 5 tiers. It's just hitting these. Then you start having to deal with what do people actually want. And the game becomes a lot more, I don't know if I'd call it fun necessarily, but definitely interesting. And you start dealing with the typical, how do I keep the city growing? See, someone wants a freaking city. Sorry, a school. So let's educate them. Now, another interesting part, there's high school, there's college, or university. Clearly British people made this. And elementary school. So, what's interesting is a citizen will move up the scale. You have educated, well-educated, highly educated. If I remember right, well-educated is high school. You can't just plop down 1 or 2 schools. Sorry, 1 or 2 elementary schools and just get everyone super educated. So there we go. You know what? We're running out of time. I'm going to throw down a hospital too to make people happy. And you can even see what range they can reach. You can see the availability. You can see health, death care. Eventually people will die. Old age does happen here, I think. Fire safety. You can even see what's the most dangerous areas. And eventually this will change. Yeah, there we go. But we have higher hazard over here. And we're out of money again. Oh, well. And then, of course, you're going to balance how much money you have. How can you get more money without, like, completely bankrupting your thing. Tons of stuff. Electrical availability. We have 24K. We have... sorry. We have 24K. We do not have enough capacity for everyone, so we will turn this guy on. Oh, there it is. Wrong button. That isn't even a button. And there we go. Now we have them solved. So I think we're at 29 minutes. There we go. And now we go back. It's all about managing all of these. Like, the thing is, you have to keep them happy, but you also have to keep money in the bank. And, oh, let me talk... Can I do districts here? Yes. Let me talk one more piece before we go. I forgot this. This is the new... This is the big hotness that, like, no one else has. I am actually districting my, my city. So what are districts? Oh no, I want to take this over. There we go. And can I remove? Yeah, and you can even remove them if you don't want a certain area. So there are policies that you can set. Oops. Go back to that. Erase district. So if you want to push farming, there we go. Linder Park is now farmers. If you want to push generic industry, that's what normal is. We can now push this style. In addition, when we talk about policies, there we go, policies. We have city level, and then there is a way to make... There we go. Let's say we want to limit power usage for everyone. And then this area here, let's say... I can't remember this off the top of my head. There we go. Oops, I set this... Yeah, okay, so... One sec, I'll show this one more time. So yeah, if you want to build your own city and have like Soho or any other crazy names for stuff, you totally can. If you want to target different districts with different rules, you can. Different taxation levels, I believe you can. Same thing with city plannings. You know, all of this stuff is able to be done at a district level or at a macro level of the entire city. And these cities get huge. This entire map here... crap, how do I buy a new piece of land? You eventually get the ability to buy... There we go. Areas of the world, and just keep expanding your... Oh, this one's cheap. There we go. And then if you want to buy another one... Oops. See, I can't even buy another one. You have to expand or build up to do that. But yeah, so you can basically expand, take over huge swaths of this place, build out, whatever you want to do, and just keep growing your city. So yeah, macroeconomics, blah, blah, blah. The districts are the big thing that I remember that I was like, holy crap, that is not something I expected in this game. And then in addition, there's these unique buildings that you can build that do small things. Not too much, but definitely is a way to spruce up neighborhoods. With that said, I am over, I think. So, what more can I say about Cities Skylines? It is, honestly, it's kind of fantastic to see. I love when one company makes an idea and another company comes along and creates a fantastic new version of that idea, making it better or different or doing something unique. And the thing is, let's see, what do I have here? Let's look one more time at another city. There we go. Yeah, let's look back at this one. The fact is, you have the ability to do anything you want with this game. They had the ability to do anything they want. They took the SimCity idea that someone else had built. They made their own version of it. They really pounded it out, and it is similar. But I think what's great is that if SimCity didn't do it for you, or if you just want another SimCity game, Cities Skylines is here and definitely looking fantastic. Solar power here. Now that we know what we can do, so in that way, it's what I think it's what fans of SimCity will want to play. If you're looking for that. If you, on the other hand, have looked at this and go, oh man, that's too micromanaged me, definitely don't grab this. This is very micromanaged me. This is managing. This is very, building out stuff yourself, looking at different rules and setting different ideas into the game, and just basically making a experience, building a city and trying to build it yourself. None of the policies, mind you, are required. Like, you can totally play this from the top level, but you're still going to be building out grids and trying to just zone stuff so that people are happy and just waiting for it to fill up. That is the other one flaw I have with this game. There's a lot of waiting around. There's a lot of slow progress. Like here, I don't know what I need to do to make the city better. You see the desire is low, and it's just becoming wait till something happens. Look for complaints and deal with it. Like here, we have abandoned buildings. We just need more people. So yeah, that is ultimately what this game looks like. You've seen a bunch of it. I will definitely come back with a review. The fact is, it's hard to say anything more about the game. So, anyways, I'm King Link. Thank you very much for watching me ramble about SimCity, SimCity-ish games, Cities Skylines, and DLC. And I will see you next time. So until then, thank you.